students. Now biological classification. Okay, classification, it is the scientific procedure. The living organisms are grouped into convenient categories. Okay, that is called classification. Classification is the scientific procedure of arrangement of living organisms into groups. Okay, it is the classification of the living organisms is based on the similarities and dissimilarities. There is a differences are available in the living organisms in many features, in structural organization and morphological characters, internal structures. What is the difference between the living organisms? And similarities in the living organisms, same type of the characters that is shows by the living organisms. Which type of the character shows by one living organism, another same type of the character, same type of the feature that is shows by the another one of the living organism that is belongs from the another species. Two species individuals belongs from the different. Okay, these individuals shows the same type of the character that is the character is similar. Okay, called as similar. Dissimilar means, okay, if you observe one of the character in both of the individuals, both of the animals, different, that is different in two individuals, that is dissimilarities. Dissimilarity features, similar features available in the living organisms. Based on this, these are the animals are goes to classified. Next, students, Carolus Linnaeus considered as a father of taxonomy. Carolus Linnaeus considered as father of taxonomy. Next, Carolus Linnaeus classified living organisms into two kingdoms. One is Plantae, it is includes with the total amount of the plants, and Animalia, all the living animals includes in the kingdom Animalia. Carolus Linnaeus entered the living organisms goes to classified into two kingdoms. One is Plantae, second one is Animalia. Next, another phylogenetic classification, cladistic classification. Phylogenetic classification, it is also called cladistic classification. Student, what about the classification, this type of the classification? Okay, by this type of the classification, how the animals are classified into different categories, different groups. In this, it is the classification based on the evolutionary relationship of the organisms. What is, students, evolution? It is the branch of the science and deals about the study about the gradual changes that occurs in the living organisms throughout the geological time scale. Okay, each one of the living organisms that goes to changes. This changes is not observed by individual, one of the single individual. Okay, observation is correctly appeared, total difference is correctly appeared after so many years, after the many years, 1,000 years, million years. Okay, now that one is the character, that one is the variation shows by the living organism, that is again changes into new species, causes for the origin of the new species. In this entire the evolution, it was entire the phylogenetic classification or cladistic classification animals are goes to classified on the basis of the evolutionary relationship of organisms. Okay, what are the changes that occurs in the living organisms? Okay, which are the variations available in the living organisms? What are the changes that are appeared in the living organism from one generation to another generation, from the parents to the next generation? Okay, actually that one is the new character, new phenotype, new feature that is not present in the ancestors, not present in the parents, but it is available in the offsprings, new generated individuals. Okay, that is evolutionary relationship, because organisms believed to have common ancestors. Students, according to cladistic classification, organisms, all the organisms, living organisms are belonging from having a common ancestors. Common ancestors. Ancestor means that is the first animal, first living organisms. Okay, and shows the way for generating of the different types of the living organisms. Okay, ancestors are the first animals who goes to the reproduction and produce different types of the individuals or increases its populations. Okay, which one is the animal that increases its population, increases its number of the species? That is called ancestors. Ancestor is the first animal. Okay, students, because organisms are believed to have a common ancestors. All the animals have a common ancestors. All the animals which are shows the similarities in their body form, body structure, body pattern, internal structure, external structure, all the individuals which shows the similarity in their structure, that have the common ancestor. Okay, these are all the animals originated from the single animal, because these are the organisms shows the some common characters. Students, all these species may represented as a family tree. Okay, total all the animals, all the living organisms that are arranged as a common tree, branch like a tree structure, tree with a branches, because these are all the individuals have a common ancestor. Next, system is based on overall similarity of organisms. Okay, it entire the system of classification is based on the similarity in organisms. Okay, next, this classification is by analogous characters. Analogous characters. What is the meaning of the analogous character? Character. This is the character shows by the living animal. Character. Analogous character. What is the meaning of analogous character? If you observe one of the character in two animals, two different animals, one is the sparrow, another one is squirrel. Okay, students, these are belonging from the different species. Okay, sparrow, it is the one of the species animal. Squirrel, flying squirrel, that is the one of the species animal. Okay, if you observe in these animals, one of the character. Okay, this is the character present in these two animals shows the similarity in function, but differ in their origin of that character is difference in two individuals, and function is similarity in function. Students, wings in sparrows and Patagia in flying squirrels. In both of the individuals, both of the animals, wings, patagia, these two organs shows the same type of the function. But origin of the wings, origin of the patagia are having the different origin, different in their origin. Okay, this is difference in origin and shows the similarity in function. The type of the character is called analogous character. Okay, student, this type of the analogous character, based on this, animals are goes to the classification. Next, characters shared by a pair of organisms due to convergent evolution. This type of the evolution in both of the organisms, living animals. Okay, for flying purpose, sparrows shows the wings, and at the same time, for that purpose, flying squirrels also have the patagia. In both of the individuals have the same type of the organs, but shows the same type of the function and dissimilarity in their origin. The type of the evolution, the type of the changes are appeared in these two living animals. The type of the evolution, the type of the changes in the living animals called convergent evolution. Convergent evolution. Analogous characters leads to convergent evolution. Next, students, another homologous characters. Homologous characters shared by a pair of organisms inherited from a common ancestors. Okay, students, in these, wings of the sparrow, if you observe, and wings of the finches, both are birds, sparrow, finches. In this, sparrow belongs from the birds, and flying squirrels belongs from the class of Mammalia. It is the mammal, one of the mammal. Okay, in these, both animals are belongs from the class birds or the aves. Both are birds. Okay, both of the animals having the wings. Okay, in these homologous characters, if you observe one of the characters in the two animals shows the similarity in origin, and have the different in function. Student, that is called homologous characters. Okay, wings of the sparrow, wings of the finches, origin of the wings in two individuals, two animals shows the similarity, and function is different in these two animals. That is called homologous characters. Based on the analogous characters and homologous characters, and analogous characters which leads to convergent evolution, based on the evolutionary changes that occurs in the living animals. Animals are classified into categories, that is called phylogenetic classification or cladistic classification.